Here again, doing some more streaming, trying to anyway. Again, thanks to technical difficulties. Once again, I have had my stream abruptly end on me. First time it was something going on with my PS4. The second time the connection dropped. So, to protect me and my temper, I am going to do something that I find relaxing. I'm going to work on creating characters for my roster. I'm going to do this because I need to relax. I've got my coffee here. As soon as I finish it off, I'm probably going to switch to something a little bit stronger. This is not how I wanted this evening of streaming to go. Okay. Now that I've got my little pissy rant out of the way, let's make some characters. Template. Let's see. I've got an idea. So I've been thinking about, character ideas to fill out my roster. And I know I need a tag team. I need 2 tag teams and 2 singles wrestlers. So I've got an idea for a tag team. They'll actually pair up with one of my current singles wrestlers to make a faction. That stuff's fine. All that generic stuff's fine. So, if those of you who may remember, I created a character called Purple Rage, and I had him tatted up pretty well. Well, that's kind of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have a tag team of a couple guys that are tatted up pretty heavily. We'll call them, and they'll form a faction with Purple Rage called Rage Inc. Welcome to the stream. Working on some new characters. Hopefully I don't have the same type of technical problems I've been having tonight. Yeah, we'll go... Yeah, that'll be fine. Also, any suggestions on character creations are more than welcome, or if anyone has any creations of their own, you can send them to me. Well, tell me about them on Twitter, at Real KingOfClubs for the Twitter handle, and then send me a screenshot of what your character looks like, and whenever you upload them, use the hashtag UPWReborn19. Yeah. That way I can find the characters pretty easily. There we go. Kind of a grayish blue. Copy. Shoot this one. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet at the moment. I got pretty mad at the end of my last stream, considering that it just died on me. Which is the second time tonight that that's happened. If it was just a one-off thing, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but being that I've had 2 cases of technical problems, that's made me a little bit grumpy. I don't like being grumpy. Okay, now I gotta get some tats for this boy. This guy. Actually, for the face, we'll do face paint. I don't like getting that. There you go. Alright. No, not scars. Body tattoo, there we go. That's fine. This guy's gonna be inked up. Okay, so that gives him a base look. Now let's just add a couple things for his entrance. Some type of jacket for this dude. Alright. What type of name do I give him? Okay. Just a basic name. Okay. Jesse Wilkes, that'll be the name for this dude. Nope. Okay, this guy will be from Thomas. Okay. Sorry, sorry, I wanted to double checking this. It's also just kind of killing some time as I'm letting things save. Alright, now to kind of take the cheap route, if you will, and do a little copy-paste action. Okay, so face. Skin color is going to be the next thing I change up. Welcome to the stream. Doing some character editing. Yeah, that'll be okay. Trying to give this guy some ink. With that one for now. Theme for this guy and his partner, which I already finished his partner, is that they're both pretty well tatted up. This one then. Boom. Alright, so that's going to be his base look. Except difference is that this guy will go shirtless. Yeah, virtually everything else will stay the same. Change up his entrance gear. And then make just a few minor changes. Feel free to leave any comments on name suggestions as well, because that's one of the things I tend to struggle with if I don't already have a clear concept, is coming up with the name for someone. knows? Alright. That takes care of him on terms of his appearance. Now I gotta decide a name. Let's see. Use some X? Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I love it. It's great. Boom. Can almost guarantee that Yusum is not going to be on one of the pre-programmed names, but yeah, no, that's fine. That part's not as important as actually spelling it. So Yusum X, I love it. Where's a good place for Yusum to be from? South Carolina? Okay. I almost want to say Orangeburg for some reason. Let's give them some generico stuff here. Alright. Change up a couple of his abilities. There we go. Mail. You know, I actually kind of like the confident one. Actually, this one, I like this one better. Okay. Write that down here in my little notepads. Yusum X. Nice. Alright, so just kind of recap what we got going on here. We've got Bag Boy, who is tag team partners with Workhorse of Walmart. That's going to be fun. We got Black Lotus, who's a member of the Kobayashi Strike Force. She's teamed up with Satoshi Mashimo, Takashi Yoshida, and their leader is Minoru Kobayashi. Carmen Guerrero is part of a face faction called Lucha Revolution, which features herself, El Cerebro, who's their leader, Gran Tigre, and Super Frio. Let's see. CJ Malone is his own. I'm glad you like that. CJ Malone, he's going to be one of our face characters. He's a solo act. Ezra Tarp is using a name from D&D to apply to a horrifying tag team, partnered with his brother cousin Jethro Tarp. There's Fun Train, who's a solo face character. Gentleman Dandy, who's a solo face character. Both of them have been actually recycled from previous versions of this game. Isabel Harper's one of our one of the faces of our female division. James Harrison is one that's come over from previous versions as well. Except this guy he's a heel, but he's like the sleaziest heel you can imagine. Like, he's all oily and just gross. Yet his nickname is the original sex appeal. Jesse Wilkes is going to be the partner of Visum X. They're going to be actually part of a 3-man faction along with Purple Rage. What we're going to call them Raged Inc. Joan Thomas is going to be one of our heels of the women's division. There's a version of myself. Though I'm not really going to be a wrestler in the game, I'm going to be more of like the general manager slash, boss of the company that I'm making. There's Monster Heel. He's a carryover. He actually got 2 versions of his costume. There's his prison costume, and then he's got one of him almost like a Michael Myers-esque costume. Nicole Fujinami, she's going to be one of our faces of women's division. Trevor Jones is one of our heels. Ultimo Liger is one of our faces. Actually made him the last time I streamed this. And there's Victoria James. And of course, Yusam X. I still gotta come up with a face tag team, a face singles wrestler, and I'm getting ready to make a heel singles wrestler that I actually used in one of my previous versions as well. Okay. Face on this one I'm not as worried about because he's just going to be all wrecked anyway. Here, we'll go with this one. This guy's not going to have good teeth. Yeah. This guy's just going to be wrecked. Just all in general. Wrecked. Forgot I can do that. This one. That one. That one. That one. There we go. Yes. This guy's gonna be pretty aged. Like, I don't just want this guy to be I want it to be obvious this guy has had a rough life, but I don't want him to be like something that people are gonna sympathize with. I don't want anyone to feel bad for him, because I want it to be understood that the reason why he's in such bad shape is all his own fault. Put that one. There we go. This guy looks like he's made enemies with the wrong people. Okay, so height and weight I'm not worried about. It's more, well, actually, his weight needs to go down. Yeah, because he's gonna be super skinny, like pathetic looking. Actually, no, leave it as is. Make him veiny because he's just gonna be gross. Really pale. No body oil. Alright. Now for things to get really fucked up. Alright, so hair. Yep. Going with this one. About to ruin some people's childhoods here. Okay. So, clothing. Oh, it's gotta be these. It's gotta be these. So we got some nightmare fuel here. There we go. Well, there's some nightmare fuel for you guys. Our friend that's probably going to see this and shaking his head wondering why I brought this character back. Because this character is appropriately named Cracky the Clown. You can almost guarantee that they don't have Cracky as a name on here. Feet 45. Cowardly. I'm feeling he might be great as a mid-card character. We'll see. After I get all the characters created, I'm going to have kind of a battle royal for the men's division and see where everybody stands. Because I want to have certain characters in the men's division and certain characters, or sorry, in the main title division, and then certain characters down in like my mid card division. I want to give everybody kind of a fair shake at it. There might be a couple people I pull up and just have strictly, in the upper card. But we'll see. My initial plan is that for the first month of when the series kicks off, is to have a tournament to determine the first world champion. And while that's going on, there's also going to be a kind of a match to determine my mid-card champion as well. So, yeah, I'm going to have tournament to decide my first world champion. I'm going to have a match for my mid-card title. There'll also be matches for the tag titles and the women's division championship. But then after that, after the first month, instead of it being like a bunch of, because the tournament's gonna have eight of my male singles wrestlers, but then after that, it's gonna be dropped down to just 6 in that division and 6 in the mid card division to kind of balance it out and give some variety. Alrighty. Trying to remember what I had him posing like in the last one. So I come up with a face character and a face tag team. I'm gonna take a look at the preset attires, maybe I can get some ideas from there. Already done. Already done. I haven't used that one yet. That's been done. That's been done. Didn't use that one or that one. I haven't used this one. I meant to use this one for something, but the only thing I can think of is like a knockoff of Ryu from Street Fighter. I don't really want to go that route. I haven't really done anything with this either, but again, I don't really know what I would do with it. something to give me an idea. I suppose I could try to find... I mean, I've got an idea. I don't know how well it'll play out, though. I mean, the headwear things and the mask, they give some cool ideas. It's all a matter of wanting finding a way to incorporate those ideas into what you ultimately want to make. Hmm. Should do like a pattern on these. All right. No, I don't like this. Sorry. The more I was working on the idea, the more I started hating it. So let's try maybe something from accessories. No. It's frustrating whenever you have no idea what you want to do, or when you think you have an idea and it just doesn't pan out half as well as you thought it would. Like, I kind of want to do like a superhero theme, but the way that one was turned out was not going to make me happy. Because I was going to do like a sidekick one using the half mask there. The thing that's jumping out at me is a standout idea. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to take a break. Stop the stream for now. Come back to this game in just a little bit, just a few minutes. Give me some time to sit down, step away, and think for a minute. Give me a little break so I can kind of recharge a minute. So I'll be back. I'll be back shortly with some more live stream of this. I'm gonna fill out my roster tonight. I'm gonna finish filling out the roster this evening. All right. See you guys in a little bit.